Belgium, 1 point.
Belgium, 1 point.
Dan had a studio, and Mark had the idea of making something really European, different from rock, and the idea was
guitar.
Without guitar, and the idea was electronic.
Hello everybody, back in the spaceship of Telex just for this last episode of our podcast series about the release already
Oh, Jérôme, hello.
Bonjour, Jérôme.
of the album How Do You Dance, which is now multi-platinum.
Right,
Fantastic.
in sales and almost as much in returns. No, I'm kidding.
And the world tour has been announced.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
yeah, but not ours.
Not our
been
tour.
told, yes.
And the cover out of the album is Jailhouse Rock,
Right.
which is not a guitar rock track.
No.
God allows.
Can you talk just about that special, because that's a special cover, Jailhouse
I
Rock.
know.
It's one of my favorite singer, Elvis Presley, and my favorite place also, Jailhouse. So it's Mark came with the idea anyway, and it's maybe because he doesn't like guitars. And the main thing with that song is that we slowed the tempo with like
Again.
in some other songs, as is the best way to understand words. And I think at that time nobody understood the words, because otherwise the writer would have been a problem.
Why? What are the words exactly?
It was, as we understand, about homosexuality in the jailhouse. So mainly,
One of the sentences.
You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see.
Which
says
is quite
the
obvious.
hero to another dancer. Of course, there's no girls there at the time. No one was supposed to be like that. So, for 1955, I think it's quite heavy.
the warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard them shout out of jail, but it's sing, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock.
Oops.
There is a lot of funny things. We talk about J'aime la vie. In the last episode, we talk about On the Road Again. We talk about How Do You Dance with that groovy side. We talked about Move with that horse. But there is also, at the end of the day, when you're listening to a Telex album, very serious topics just behind. Behind every love, there is something serious all the way.
Well, that's life. I mean, as much as you can, you might be trying to be entertaining, and then the human nature comes back through, it's like a boat. When there's a hole, it sinks. And I think it's like that with music. Huh?
But we know you work as a journalist in Belgium, for
Yes,
example.
yeah.
It's something very critic toward the words around us. How do you cope with that in Telex, just for example?
Well, the fact is that as I have this chance to be a journalist and I'm allowed to criticize things that I don't like or that think are not normal, maybe I don't need to express the same palette, the same kind of feelings in other activities, I think very often, that when the singers who really want to express lots of ideas about what's going wrong in the world, it's because singing is their only media, and I have that chance to have a more adequate media than music to express doubts about what's going on in the world.
So you do think that music is not an adequate media to just talk about the world around us?
It can be very adequate when you're really talented, and some are very much. It's not the kind of music that I want to do personally, but I have nothing against it, and I think that some might, like Bob Dylan.
even if there are some deep things, it's just pop music, so it won't change the world.
Oops.
I was talking about that because in the late 80s, early 90s, Bobby McFerrin was singing Don't Worry, Be Happy. And on this album, we're having a song called Do Worry,
Yeah.
which is...
Actually, it's the same thing. I think after saying that, we said the opposite. towards what he said, I think we both say the same thing. Really, it's just whatever.
What do you worry about?
We worry about the fact that actually people don't worry enough. I think most of the problem, the really critical problem of the world, like health problem, like, you know, AIDS or now the bird flu, is because people are ignorant. Ignorance is a cause of death much more than any other.
Exactly.
And that's what we're going to experience in the next future. That ignorance is the main problem, the main health and life problem, ecologically or disease-wise or whatever, or religious-wise, is ignorance. That's the so do worries. I think more right than don't worry.
Do worry is quite a statement in this case. So we listen to that song.
Oops.
Do you still have ambitions?
You mean money?
I mean money, I mean success. Of course. But of course.
Getting laid?
That's the getting late.
Yes.
Or
late.
Waking up late.
Yeah. No, just what we just want to do is to communicate with people who worry like we do.
yeah.
So really no
That
ambition.
they're gonna write us, yeah, okay, we worry also, and we want to say that we're together with you.
No, but seriously, tell me if success is something important.
Of course, but
Or not.
I wouldn't say ambition, because ambition is like I want this. No, we're gonna see what's happening. Of course, if it's very successful, we're gonna be very happy. If it's not successful, well, we're gonna be a bit sorry, but that's life, and it's no.
Well, it's difficult to say anything because when we started making music, we thought it would be disposable, so we were wrong. So now, let's see what happens.
But we're very positive, I think. We did it really the way we wanted, without any compromise, and that's what we like about it. So, of course, if people like it, then it's going to be a great feeling.
I have a last question is, how did you stay so young to make an album like this one? Which is for me the main question.
I think you're right. It's just having fun, really, sincerely, not having fun for the purpose of having fun, but having fun because it's part of you. It's probably a good way to keep communicating with everyone, including young people. I think it's not young, it's everyone, including young. You see? That's the way I feel. And also, being there for, you said, what's the purpose just before, and I want to complete that idea. The purpose is, it looks simple, but it's not that simple. It's just to keep on doing things, you know? And in music, it's not easy, because music is very hazardous and very random career, if you may call it a career. I mean, it's a profession where most people have to stop after 10 years, you know. So when it doesn't happen, and you can keep on having fun, I think it's the most you can get out of this activity.
That's also why we made the record, because many times people would say, oh, why don't you make a record? And we thought that might be pathetic, because so many groups come back with something for 2 weeks maybe, and we didn't. That was a reason for not daring doing things, but we had so much fun doing it that we don't care, and I hope people can have fun listening to it.
This was the last episode of our podcast series. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Jérôme.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Jerome. See you.
Thank you, Michel.
Thank you, Jerome.
The album has been released. It's called How Do You Dance? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Belgium 1 point.
Belgium 1 point.